I'm Helga from Helga's Pennsylvania Cooking. Today, we're finally going to get back to doing some Dutch oven cooking. This is an idea based off a cheeseburger casserole done in the Dutch, but I'm improvising because I'm just using stuff that I had at home and I'm going to toss it in, including some leftovers. I'm going to show you what goes into it, and we'll see how it turns out. So, what's going to go into this conglomeration cheeseburger casserole type deal? Probably going to end up being like a cross between a cheeseburger casserole, lasagna, deconstructed lasagna, stroganoff, something. Anyhow, we'll see how it turns out, because I'm using up some leftovers and what's on hand. So obviously you got to have your venison burger, hamburger, jar of spaghetti sauce. Instead of using the wide fluffy noodles because I didn't have any on hand, I'm just going to use the lasagna noodles and just cut them up in smaller pieces. Mushrooms, some parsley, some garlic powder, some basil, oil for cooking. I had some leftover chipotle beans and corn and whatnot. I'm going to throw in an onion and some peas, and I have some leftover cheese sauce that I made that I want to use up. So that's what's going to go into it. I have my lodge on the fire and the coals, actually heating up the water for the lasagna noodles. That's going to be part one. Got my water boiling, and I'm going to toss in my pasta just like that. Let that go till it gets most of the way tender, and I'll pull that out and drain off the water, and then we will do the hamburger part up. So our lasagna noodles are done already. That didn't take long. And I'm just going to pick them out and put them in a bowl on the side, because then I'm going to get rid of the water and put a little oil in the bottom, brown my onions, get my onions done, and then I'm going to add the hamburger, which is still frozen, but we're going to brown off. And get that going, and we can add all the other good stuff. So I'm going to add a little bit of my oil. And my onions. And we'll put it back in the fire. My onions are translucent. We're ready to add the hamburger. And we'll get this browning. Cooked down pretty good. Top it up here a little bit. We're good to go. We're going to add in the other stuff though now anyway. That little bit will finish cooking. So I'm going to dump in my leftover corn and some mushrooms. And some peas, and noodles. I'll get them soaking up here. And we're going to throw in the tomato sauce. And my cheese sauce. And I'm going to add a little bit of water. Make sure she doesn't cook down too much. And we'll give that a good stir. Let that go for a few minutes, and then we will add our seasonings in. We're just going to stir this all together. The big mess that it is. And I'm going to toss in my seasonings. Some parsley and a little salt and garlic and pepper. And some basil. I'm going to give this a big stir so we can get those spices in. So that's what she's looking like. Kind of like a deconstructed lasagna. So we're going to pull her off the fire, and you know what comes next. Taste test time. Okay guys, she's done. So this is the final product, and actually it came out kind of like Hamburger Helper. So not that there's anything wrong with that. We like Hamburger Helper, at least the homemade version. So I also wanted to mention today is a Cast Iron Wednesday. Cast Iron Wednesday was started by Native Tears and Shovelhead 8, and since I'm cooking in my Dutch over the campfire, which is what September's theme is, I figured we're good to go. So let's give this a taste here with my improv noodles. And it's actually pretty good. It's actually really good. Like I said, it came out kind of like a Hamburger Helper. I'm happy with it. It was easy. Start to finish, I think, took about an hour and a half. But I'll put in the description below the basic recipe, and then you can obliterate it like I did however you wish. But it came out good. So.
More cheese!
Yeah, more cheese. I had my cheese sauce But if I do this again, I would add more cheese. So I'm going to amp that up when I write out the recipe for you guys in the description below. So there you go. It's another Cast Iron Wednesday. Cheeseburger casserole. Give it a shot. And get out and get cooking over your campfire in your cast iron.